Oh my God, it's William and Arthur. I haven't seen you in so long.
Yeah,
Come on up.
we are coming up the mountain.
And
William and I are
coming
coming
through
up.
the gate right now.
Oh, yeah.
Coming through the gate.
William has been practicing. We are really coming up. And we are coming up the mountain really fast. William is hooving it right up there, up around the corner. For those who have never lived in Montana, this is Montana. This is the West. We are William and Arthur coming in for a quick stop. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
No!
Yes! Oh!
No!
Got a little hot on the barn again. Sorry about that, Gene.
You know, I'm gonna get steel walls for that barn. I'm telling you.
We have had some noise from some folks that think that we're outdated. Can you believe this? This is Montana.
I know.
This is the Wild West. Horses.
This is the way we live.
Cowboys. Everything are up here. This is just you got to come out to Montana and see this stuff, folks. I mean, if you're just,
We had
yes,
professional radio people listening to our show and told us that our music was outdated. Can you believe that?
Oh, my God. You have got to come out to Montana. Where the deer and the
they don't understand how we live out here.
That's right. It's nothing but guns and animals out here. That's all it is. That's it. I mean, all you see is guns and animals.
Oh, man, I shot my brand new gun. Oh, it was so fun. It was so fun.
Yeah, I actually have a recording of Jean doing the shooting. And John, sent this to me. And here's Jean doing her shooting out back.
No, we set up a range. We have it's so cool, so where you can stick the targets up. We took some railroad ties. And we put a target on it.
Woo-woo.
Yeah. And then we put some, what are those things called that, like when they're wooden planks of a type. Carry.
Wooden planks of a type. All right, let me try to narrow this down. We're actually recording late here, so we figure if Trump can stay up late till 1 a.m, we can too, doing this kind of stuff. And I think,
yeah.
What kind of wood are you talking about? You're talking about a target?
When you unload a semi truck and
okay.
there's the wooden things that hold
pallets. Yes.
Yeah, we put a.
That was
I had
tough.
a hard time with that
one.
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just do it over that.
Everybody's happy we got through that one.
Okay, you guys, on to a little bit more serious stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Now.
And then there was Comey in the news.
Oh my God!
Comey.
Oh my God! I can't believe this is going on.
He's wanting fame and notoriety. That's all he wants. One day he's on, and the next day he's off. He must have a lot of Gemini in his chart.
Yeah.
Good God!
Either
that or George Soros called him and said, "If you don't take that back about Clinton, I'm gonna be getting my goons on you."
Oh God! I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, we have talked over and over.
Scary.
About how things are so controlled, and it's obvious, folks. If you can't see what's going on now, I mean, it's out there, out front for everybody to see this. Make your choice and vote correctly.
Vote for Trump. He is the man. He can take on the globalists and the one-worlders. I mean, he's got shoulders like rocks. Nothing can penetrate. They're boulders. Shoulders that are boulders.
Shoulders that are bold. I'll tell you, the guy's been able to stand up for I can't believe the amount of stuff he's taken, and he's still standing with this. And this is
and
great.
He hits 5 rallies a day. The guy is a diehard battery.
5 rallies. I mean, he started in Tampa, Florida yesterday, and he ended up in Denver, Colorado last night after going through Reno. And that little mix-up down there, that it wasn't an assassination attempt or anything. But I wouldn't be surprised with what's been going on that wasn't a setup.
Right. They're all setups. You get paid $1,500 if you go to a Trump rally and act like you're a Clinton troublemaker. That's a lot of money. It's hard to say no to that, you
Oh,
know?
jeez. All right. So anyway, I have a question for you. This is an astrological question. I mean, we've done Trump's first year in office. It's great. It's out there in the archives. Folks, listen to it.
Great show.
Yep. Gene, I got to ask you, though, is there anything in the chart of the U.S., Hillary, Trump, that shows that these guys are going to be held accountable for their misdeeds? Are they
Which guys? You mean Clinton?
Comey? Is anything in the U.S. charts that's showing that, we can get out of this? I mean,
Well,
justice will be served?
Actification. Yes, actification of the third house in America's chart by the progressed moon is showing the sneaky, slimy snakes that are trying to, get out of the swamp before it gets drained. And unfortunately, they can't live without the swamp. So when the swamp's drained, it's going to pull the plug on the
stuff.
that kind of stuff. So I think if Trump gets in office, I think he's going to have Clinton arrested.
Really?
I really do. I think he will stand up and he will get rid of that attorney general and put in Rudy as the attorney general. Rudy, New York Rudy.
New York Rudy?
What's
Juliana?
Yeah, what's his last name? Yeah, Juliana.
Yeah.
I think he'll be the attorney general. And let me tell you, he doesn't like Clinton at all. So she's going to go bye-bye.
I like that. New York Rudy. That fits. That's pretty good. New York Rudy.
But you know what?
What?
You told us the story of how the Italian, Pat comes in and he stirs up Mussolini and exposes her, and then the Italians, actually the people, came out and hung her.
Yes,
at that
that's correct.
Life. Only it was a he. Mussolini was a he then. Now she is Hillary Mussolini, and it's happening again. Really, I think the WikiLeaks are kind of the exposure of his.
Well, this is
whoever.
Yeah, this is interesting. You're saying this because it back in the shows we alluded to this and we talked about the fact that Patton had come into Italy and him and Montgomery came in and invaded Sicily, and it stirred up the stuff. And then the Italians saw this and said, "Oh, wait a minute, this isn't going the way that we thought it would."
Oh my God, Arthur!
Yeah,
there's earthquakes in Italy this week and last week.
Isn't that wild?
They're just. Isn't that weird?
There's got to be some kind of connection. Oh, my God.
I know. I'm trying to figure it out. I've been praying on it, trying to figure it out.
Well, look at this. Okay, so the point that I was trying to make is that the Germans, the evil Nazi empire, is acting just like the forces that are supporting her and are continuing to...
Like George Soros?
Exactly.
Like George Soros?
Yeah.
God, have you ever looked at his picture? Hey, you guys who are listening, go look at his picture. He'll scare the tar out of you. He's scary.
Yeah.
That dude is scary.
Well, it's kind of like the evil...
Where did he come from?
This is the evil empire of the 21st century versus the evil empire of the 20th century. Back that was during the time of, Nazism. The parallel is there. Mussolini was pumped up by the Nazis, and we're getting the same thing going on here with Hillary being pumped up by the other forces that are around us. But what gets me
No. She's getting pumped up with medication is what she's getting pumped up with.
You know what would be interesting? I should go ahead and do a little more research into Mussolini and see if he self-medicated. You know what I mean? If he was into that kind of thing. or if there were any other kind of behavioral patterns that Mussolini may have had that they're alluding to that are in the WikiLeaks. And, of course, the campaign is now...
Anger?
Yeah, and the campaign is now saying that the WikiLeaks, this takes care of the email situation and the rest of them are fake. So they're
Desire
still trying
for power?
They're still trying to deny the content of these WikiLeaks. I heard something today that was awesome, and what I heard today was... Somebody says it was the guy that was talking about the reality check, right? It doesn't matter if the Russians sent those or leaked those emails or anybody else, but the content of the emails are perverted. And so it doesn't matter who sent them. The question is it the truth? And if it's the truth, then it speaks for itself. This is bad stuff that's out there.
What my clients have been saying to me who are listening to our radio shows is I'm starting to hear a lot of, you know what? I sort of like Putin. He's like, if you compare Clinton to Putin, the guy is smart.
Wow. Okay. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I would have never thought I would have heard something like that.
But the thing is they don't, Clinton, Putin is going to go after Clinton if she gets in office, and we're going to have a World War III. And that's exactly what George Soros wants. He wants World War III so that they get their globalist one world control. It's almost like that movie. What was that movie where he's standing trying to control the world with, who was that guy? Peter Sellers.
Oh, you're not talking about Dr. Strangelove, are you?
Yeah, Dr. Strangelove. George Soros looks like Dr. Strangelove,
Gentlemen,
except for
gentlemen, there's no fighting in the war room. Do you remember that scene?
Yes,
Gentlemen, there's no fighting in the war room. I know which one. That was the one with Slim Pickens with his cowboy hat on, and he's riding the bomb down. Yeehaw! It's good. And then,
I tell you, that's exactly what's happening. It seems like.
Oh, it's crazy. So, astrologically, and anything else that you see, do you see this being resolved? I mean,
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
The media is very activated in America's chart right now.
Yeah.
And now they're saying, "Oh, Trump always calls us on the carpet and tells us we're liars and we're this and we're that," and they're starting to whine about him picking on them. But no mention of how hard they've been on Trump since the get-go.
And remember, the GOP has not given him dime one, of anything.
No, they have.
Yep. So
I want my money back because I donated to the Republican Party.
Yeah.
And I wanted that given to Trump. They called it Trump's campaign, so I thought I was giving it to Trump. But,
nope.
I'm like, gosh, this whole thing is so crazy. It's so rigged. Rigged is a great word. It's like, and it's a swamp and it needs drained. And I love that.
Well, yeah, you know where the whole idea of the swamp came from, right? Because that land.
No, I don't.
All right. See, a lot of people don't. That land right by the Potomac, Washington, D.C., was a swamp at one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't the best land in the world, so they had to backfill a lot of that, and that's where the whole concept of the swamp came from. Was back when the founding of District of Columbia, when that land was set aside for the federal capital. And so at the time, it was mostly swamp that was right around the Potomac. So
wow,
yeah,
I've been saying this little chant lately. It goes something like this: America awake. How does it go? Oh, world awake, your dusty selves. Now shake, purify, and rectify new ways that thought to make. Oh, world awake, your dusty shelves. Now shake. Purify and rectify new ways that to make.
That's a good mantra.
Please, America, wake up. You look at Hillary, look a little deeper. All you have to do is just look a little deeper into her aura and you'll sense something. Follow the sense and see what your higher self tells you that is, because you're seeing a watcher in action. This is a fallen one. There's a great book called Fallen Ones Among Us. You got to get your hands on it. Oh, my gosh.
Another good one, too, is Strategies of Light and Darkness. And
Strategies of Light.
And what they're doing is this is like right out of the playbook of how the dark forces do this. They'll come back and say, okay, so Comey backslid on this email thing and says he's not going to go ahead and they're not going to indict Hillary and everything they said in July was okay and it stands, right? So now what they're saying is they're saying, well, then the emails are fine. All of these are okay. But what they're not saying is that's only part of the emails. Some of the emails that they're going to release will show that she was not complicit in those section of emails, but not the rest of the emails that are going to be released. And you have to look at the rest of those. So it's not just emails, yes or no. It's a little tiny section of emails that doesn't have her in complicit, but it's making everybody think it's the whole batch. And that's not the case. So, I think it's
there's still, you know what, Arthur, they still have the Clinton Foundation investigations going. So that has not been halted yet.
Oh, yeah, right.
They're going after that.
Yeah, who? The DOJ,
not
the FBI.
Sure. I think it's the little people.
They'll buy their way out of it. So people,
it's the little people in Congress.
The little people in Congress. Yeah, the House of Representatives, right? That they totally ignored.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
The little people.
So pray, folks.
God, help
Pray,
us.
pray, 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 pray. We need the truth to come out in this, and you have got to see what's
Well,
happening. And
I don't know if this show will be posted
why not?
in the archives before the election, but I'm telling you, I told you from the beginning, and I'm telling you now, Trump is going to win, and when he wins, he's going to take care of this business.
Wow. Okay.
He is. He's going to, the things that he's going to do in the first 100 days is he's going to get a new attorney general, and he's going to take her to court.
All right. So on Tuesday,
He's going to arrest her. He's going to have her arrested and thrown in the Hushgau.
And
Because that's the way it ended in Italy. So it's got to end the same way here because it's just the way of reincarnation. And you leave off where you start. Where you start in your next life is where you leave off in this life.
So we have to see what
And-
happens on Tuesday, right? And
Groundhog Day happens over and over again.
yeah, so
Bill Murray.
Tuesday we need to see something defeat. Oh, don't believe any of the polls. Those polls are not real, by the way,
I know.
everybody.
And I'm
They're
out
not
of
even
business
close.
if Trump doesn't win, because I've predicted this from the get-go. He did win the primary. I predicted he'd win the presidential election. I don't think there's going to be a terrorist act tomorrow. I would be really surprised, even though the moon's in Aquarius. Everybody's going around saying, oh, there's going to be all this horrible thing, in New York and Virginia and Texas, and I don't believe that that is possible. But what you can do as a listener is you can call to Archangel Michael to protect everybody from any kind of violent thought, action, word, or deed, and make sure that legions of angels are told specifically what they need to do for you to protect America and to protect us from any of these dramas and traumas.
Yeah, and I would agree with that. And I would also say, go out to prophecyisgiven.com. There is a link out there for the protection, a prayer, which is an agreement call, a scientific use of the science of the spoken word, for the protection of the election and Trump and everybody else that's in there and the exposure of the bad stuff. And give that call. It's long. It's got a lot of detail in it.
Well,
but
see, that's the problem.
works.
We got to keep it shorter. Because people have a short attention span.
No, that's true,
so
but it covers it.
You should have a short prayer and a long prayer.
I will
do the short
that.
prayer.
Yeah, we'll put a short prayer out there, but I want you to take a look at that long one, folks, and go through it because you will see the actions of what needs to be taken care of here. So, yes, go out there and check it out. And we've had some good people. I mean, going and actually doing that call with us over the last week. And it's effective. So please check it out. It's for the elections.
Yeah.
And I'll put a short one out there.
Yeah.
I'll post that tonight.
Trump, the cool thing about Trump is he's going to be happy either way it goes. If he doesn't win, he's going to be happy because he's got his business. He can go back to his family. If he does win, he gets to clean up the White House. Can you imagine moving into the White House after Obama has been there for 8 years? This just really betrayer of our country.
And the Clintons stole a lot of the furniture.
The Clintons
out when
before
they left.
that,
Yeah.
they stole the dishes. I mean, God, why doesn't the people of America that are on the Democratic side see that? What was that? Did you ever go see that documentary
No,
that I told you about?
No.
Hillary's America?
no.
They were talking about how the Democratic Party got started in the first place. And I mean, I thought Lincoln started it. I had no idea Andrew Jackson was the one who started it. Because the Democrats go around saying, oh, Lincoln is the one. Lincoln was Republican, honey.
Yeah, he was.
Jeez.
Yep, absolutely. Yep, Lincoln was Republican for sure.
On a lighter note, you think we could talk about something pretty funny?
Yeah, sure. What?
You got any jokes?
Here. Oh, that was the lead-in. This is for me. Yeah.
How about any sound effects? You got anything going? Because I'll pay you to make me laugh.
Yeah, you'll pay me to make you laugh. Okay. But I'll tell you what, Tuesday's rolling around, right? Make sure you get out and vote. Let's make sure that this happens. And if Trump wins, there we are. That crowds go wild.
Oh, let me tell you, I jumped up so high when the Cubs won the Chicago baseball game
Yes.
the other night. I was so happy. That was the funnest game ever. Every inning had some action in it. Usually baseball goes forever. This was just fun baseball. And I jumped so high, and I was thinking how I was going to feel when they announced that Donald J. Trump is the next president of the United States. I mean, I am going to be, God, I don't know. I'm going to need an anchor to hold me down. I'm going to be so happy. He's our last hope, Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's our last hope, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
She is not kidding. She is not kidding. Folks, this has to happen here. You got to see the difference, and the battle line is drawn. You can absolutely see it. This is choose this day whom ye will serve. You're going to serve the light and the people of America, or you're going to serve what we've been seeing. If we always do what we've always done, we're always going to get what we've always gotten, but it's going to get worse. So all our rights, everything will be gone. But what?
What do we do? I mean, what would we do? What would we do if it didn't go in our favor?
Pray.
I predicted it. I know that it will, but talk about surrender. Man, that would be a big surrender. That's why I can't see it happening. I cannot see Clinton winning. I cannot in any fiber of my being. So I don't think I can surrender.
Go out there and check. One thing, if anybody hasn't voted yet, do not vote straight party. Because if you happen to be a Republican and you decide to vote straight party, there's a good chance that your vote's going to be switched. So if you decide you want to vote straight party, select the people individually. Don't select the box that says vote straight party. So just make sure you.
What does that mean? I never heard of that before.
Didn't your ballots have a box on there that basically said you could just vote straight party and then you were done? Did yours
and they check it off for you?
Yeah, and basically you put that.
Oh,
yeah. It's on some states and some ballots. It was on Iowa's for sure. I saw it on there, and there were some other states that I know that were there. I do not know about Montana's ballot, but there were some others. Florida, I think, also had one. So what you want to do is select the people individually. Even if you want to do straight party, select them individually. Don't select the box that says automatically go check them off, because that's. There's been some fraud associated with that. What?
There's been fraud all over the place.
So, William and I are going to go vote. So, there.
Well, do me a favor. Could you fix the barn before you leave?
All right. Okay. We'll go ahead and do that. All right, William.
I got the hammer and nails.
We got to fix the barn. We got to get the barn fixed again for Gene.
Hey, how come William isn't talking to us?
William? Where is he? He's out back someplace.
I don't know. I know.
William!
He's not making it.
William? Where is he? William?
He's not making a sound.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Hey, William, before you leave, I want you to tell everyone as you're going down to call Gene and get your chart done. 406-599-3934, or go to astrologygenehart.com, or to the Trek Upward radio show.
That's right. Prophecyisgiven.com as well. Get out there and use those spiritual tools. We need the prayers. Come on, everybody.
And especially
if
Trump wins this election, you want to get your chart done by me, because I'm really good.
That's
Grace
right.
of God.
Come on, William. All right.
Bye.
Me and William are going. Okay, Gene, we'll see you.
Good. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Good to see you. Go. Good to see you go. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's good to see you. Leave. Let Gene do an astrology consultation for you, your family, or your friends. Go to astrologygenehart.com or give her a call or text her at 1-406-599-3934. There are powerful spiritual tools available to help you deal with planetary and personal challenges, and these can be found at prophecyisgiven.com. And be sure to visit our website at thetrekupwardradioshow.com or stop by on Facebook at www.facebook.com/trekupward. And be sure to hit like on our page. or visit YouTube and search for the Trek Upward Radio Show. Be sure to subscribe so you do not miss another episode of the Trek Upward Radio Show. The Trek Upward Radio Show is a studio at 5,600 feet production.